which is one of the oldest written languages from Mesopotamia, Ishtar is described as Harimtu or Karkid, which means prostitute. Now, the question is, where did all this come from before Jesus? And after, where did it come from? You think man just came up with this idea? Or is there a demonic force behind culture that he influences the thinking that means that he wants to kill, steal, and destroy? Because when the Jesus movement took full effect in Rome, in the Middle Eastern world, everything changed. Suddenly everything changed and the gods were kicked out, relegated to the fringes. Culture began to see the covenant of marriage as sacred and sexual intimacy as a gift exclusively given and belonging to that marriage covenant. Do you know why? The 10 Commandments. Whether you're a Christian or not, folks, you are heavily influenced by Judeo-Christian values. Anytime you take a stand against any social issue, you only do so because of the Jesus movement. Because you hold something as sacred. But you didn't know it was sacred before the Jesus movement. You've been heavily influenced. Jesus' impact on culture was huge. Huge. By the way, just let me tell you, that's the power of the Church of Jesus Christ. She has the power to push back the strongholds and to push back the demonic forces back into the fringes of culture. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take every thought captive to make it obedient to Christ. But please understand, from a historical perspective, the Jesus movement forced the goddess of Rome, Venus, the goddess of Greece, Aphrodite, the goddess of Phoenicia, Astarte, the goddess of Mesopotamia, Ishtar, out of mainline culture. And biblical values, when they came in after the Jesus movement, you know what we found? Families stayed together. Marriages stayed together. Relationships stayed together. They began to thrive in this little community, and then ultimately, as the gospel spread throughout the known world, culture was held together by these Judeo-Christian values. Where are we today now? Where are we? Have we not forsaken those things? Do you see what I'm saying? If you evict God out of the classroom and out of the House of Congress and out of society, once you do that, the spiritual forces go with him, and it's free reign for the demonic influences to come back and have influence and power over culture.